and immediately Cream Esports, who is on the blue side with Existence on the red, ban away Sephora.
Yeah, Sephora, like we talked about earlier, is a huge priority. So a net now will be the next priority for whoever wants to get that support. Of course, Florentino Elsu, I think, will be banned by Existence. Oh, they're going to go for Varus here. They're going to give over the Elsu, which potentially could give them hopefully a Tulin and a net pick. We'll see.
Hover a lock in, the Varus is there. Yes, Elsu still on the cards, locked in instantly by Cream.
I was going to say this could be this could have been a smart decision by Existence to essentially force them to make the decision of do we go for Elsu or do we go for the Tulin. However, we have seen Alex P play Elsu and it was successful, though Existence does read that correctly. Tulin seems to be the hover, the lock-in, and now Annette seems to be the support option locked.
And I love it when drafts go out as I anticipate, because they know they've done their homework, right? They want to deny Tulin from Alex P. They want to take away Annette from Cream. So this is actually a really good draft for Existence. So hopefully they have an answer to Elsu, though. They need to make sure that they draft something that can get onto Elsu. So maybe potentially a Max. We'll see.
Richter, Ryoma, hovered over here now. Potential options for Cream Esports to decide to go with something nice here.
What I'd like to see from Existence is the side lane crashed they occasionally run. Because the number one thing they need to do is block out the Elsu shots, stop the Elsu from being able to harass their team during the rest of the fight, and have a strong initiation onto him in the backlines. They run a good Crashed, he does both.
Yeah, the Crash could work out here as long as Crash can help them, like you said, get to the backline, let Tulin do his work along with Annette's win cuffs as well. And now I think Existence, they need to go for an early game draft here because Ryoma, Richter are pretty strong early. Elsu will be weak in the mid, but he has pretty solid wave there.
You know who's also strong in the early game? Crashed. The Metamorphosis makes him almost unkillable during those early game team fights.
Not the first 2 minutes.
Omen, though, locked in for the Slayer lane for Existence. Now the second phase of the ban system has begun. Existence has plenty of options, but it seems to be that they should focus towards the jungle and potentially, oh, maybe not. They might want to go for the support and deny that teamy away.
They already have their support locked in. There's no reason not to. The Omen will give them top lane superiority against the Richter of Hot. And I would like to put a little bit of emphasis on him because Hot has had a somewhat rough time as of late. He had a good performance last week on the Superman. That was his first in a while. Superman
and the Varus was a solid outing by them, but Existence still continues, it seems, to focus down onto that support team. He does get locked in. Cream Esports now has an option to potentially deny a bottom side. They can decide to go for something like the Talanis and change out that side lane.
Yeah, they may go for a Talanis or maybe even a key side lane that they feel could be a great counter to the Elsu there. So Talanis will be the ban. I think Existence here, they need to ban Baldwin. I think Baldwin would be good because he's the next kind of tier 1 support on the list because they don't need to worry about a mage. It's obviously going to be an Elsu mid. Or actually, no, they could still play a mage.
They have Oxy now.
Yeah,
this could be a sideline Elsu.
You're right.
They may need to still pay attention to that.
I like this, though, and this kind of shows the power of the Ryoma pick that they had in the first phase because they can still flex their Ryoma somewhere if they want to. The Elsu can go somewhere as well, but Existence still keeping into that mid lane and thinking that that Elsu is going to go into a side, which could be an opportunity here for Cream to pick up a strong side laner and send that Elsu to the mid lane.
Yeah, because honestly, they can run Ryoma in the jungle, Richter in top, Elsu in bot, and then still go a traditional composition without having to flex Elsu to mid. And they can pick up a support. Potentially, Baldum would be not bad. But Malik being banned is really interesting here.
Could potentially be as a setup for a Wonder Woman in the bot side.
I think it's because of the crushed Malik that they run in the side lane. We've seen that happen, and I really would have preferred them to ban out the Crashed because that's just more likely, in my opinion.
Gilder?
Oh, yes.
What?
So some people think that Gilder is an answer to Elsu
okay.
because of the long range on his Exuberant. That long-ranged AoE stun is one of the longest ranged stuns in the video game.
Yeah, and Elsu is pretty slow moving, you know, unless he's next to an object, of course. He'll move a little faster.
But isn't this...
But when he's sniping, you can hit him.
But isn't this way too preemptive to go ahead and pick it in the first pick here? Because, again, they can still send Elsu to the mid, and they can just pick another side laner to demolish Gilder.
Yeah, they should secure a side laner, actually, because...
a different side laner to demolish Gilder? I think you underestimate Gilder.
Well, I mean, his win percentage in the Valor series will tell us that I'm not being underestimated.
There's
Statistics
the
speak facts. There's the Baldwin that you predicted and wanted them to have.
Oh,
Roxy gets
mid-Elsu.
picked
Mid
now.
Elsu.
So mid Elsu
Yeah.
it is. There we
And-
go.
And they're going to screw up this Gilder side lane because they're going to run Elsu in the mid.
This is
That's
what-
why, like you said, don't pick Gilder so soon.
Yep, you could have picked Gilder in the
Gilder.
last, which would have immediately told them. But again, Existence, this is again a prime example of understanding the draft phase, which
Yeah.
now it's going to mean Existence is going to have a super reactive pick, and it's not too sure if they're going to be able to have that backline damage to be able to handle the strong front line of the Baldwin and the Roxy now.
Okay, so they need a jungler still.
They do. I would go with a
You-
range jungler because assassin
Really?
jungler is too risky.
I
mean, you have
think
Baldwin,
Existence
Roxy.
need the early game. So they just need to go for pure...
I mean, Richter,
They
Ryoma.
can't get Lindis. What else do you run in the
Yeah,
jungle?
but Richter, Ryoma, Baldwin, and Roxy, they're so strong early already.
Mhm.
So they don't really have much. Omen's not that strong early.
But I think
Tulin,
if you
Annette
had to
strong,
pick,
but
I feel like though at the same time, to kind of couple on TJ's point just a tad, if you had to pick the lesser of the two evils, you'd rather fight these guys in the early game than going for a late game team fight power that Cream Esports will have. There's no one that's capable of getting to that backline Elsu at the current moment when you think about a 5-item Roxy, Ryoma, and Richter in the front line.
It sounds like what we're saying is that Existence have lost the draft phase.
Yes, it's easy to say so, and I think a huge component of that, if you want to look at it from the pure case study side, is picking that Gilder way too early. It power locks them into throwing Gilder onto the side lane, and it allows that opportunity for them to flex Elsu into the mid. They decide to respond, though, with a Zill, so they still go for an assassin, but it's for a different perspective.
I agree with that, though, and it kind of does split the difference. That gives them a little bit more mobility and a little bit more range damage.
Fair.
And some early game presence on the map as he has that early invulnerability. But Zill's going to scale towards the mid game. Gilder does best mid-late game. I would say Omen's mid-late game as well.
yeah,
This
it's
is...
gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough early game for Existence for sure. But you have also Baldwin, and he works so well with Ryoma and the entire kit that Cream has.
So then taking out of the negatives that we've clearly seen Existence struggle with here in the draft, let's talk a little bit about what potentials that do exist. When you see the composition that you have, Sweet J, I'll go ahead and start with you on this. What sort of possibilities in that composition that Existence have chosen does make sense?
Yeah, I think what makes sense is they need to leverage Tulin. He's the strongest mid laner, and they need to basically out-pressure mid, rotate and get these early objectives, get some ganks, get some kills on an aggressive Richter, for example, and then turn that into objectives. I think that's their only play here because they have Tulin.
I think Gilder might actually be winning his lane, though, because unless I read the players wrong, he's going to be playing into an Roxy. I'm good in the bottom lane, and I do kind of favor him there because he has that long-range stun, and people never realize this because it takes Gilder so long to get going, but he has some pretty good tower pressure. Because of his basic attack, Midas touch passive, he can, like, chunk down towers.
But it's every fourth attack.
But you prep, see, it's okay because I know you're not a Gilder man. As one, I can tell you, you prep the attack beforehand. You do three hits to clear wave, then you finish clearing wave with your minions, then you go in, hit the tower with your passive, then you use Siege, you get the passive up again for free, and you two-shot the tower. I've done it.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see if that's going to happen.
I can talk about Gilder.
You can talk about Gilder, but
You wanna
that
talk
doesn't
about
mean
his
that we
own?
want to listen about
Oh,
Gilder.
okay. All right.
However, we do have to talk about him because he's in the game today. Second match of the European region between Cream Esports and Existence has begun.
Already, my favorite character is in trouble. Oh, really? Is this... Are they doing what I think they're
Gilder
doing?
mid.
Oh,
they're
yes.
Potentially, they're intentional. I mean,
Because they
intentionally.
need to counter
the
the
Elsu.
Elsu.
Yeah, and then they're going to have Tulin on the top lane, which is really smart, and that's going to work really well against the Roxy matchup here.
They're so
Yeah,
smart.
that's awesome.
And they get Omen into Richter down bottom. Existence, you've
Oh.
stolen my heart.
Yeah, but Moxie has stolen that Seagull there away from Bamboo, unfortunately. But that's so smart, switching roles like that. I love that. That's IQ level stuff.
In the mid lane. I'm just trying to figure out what level the IQ is. but- So this duel between Elsu and Gilder, let's break it down a little bit more because it may be the main point of the game. I can talk for ages about Gilder. His every fourth attack, you see that big pause while he charges up a stun attack. That stun is surprisingly long range, and it will allow him to do a ton of junk if he can connect it.
Yeah, and look at the aggressive positioning and invade from Blue Triton here. Do you have to back off? But yeah, speaking of Gilder, like you said, this is where the pressure, the range there, he can hit Elsu and basically chunk away his health and put pressure against the Elsu.
Alex P hunting Bamboo in the top lanes. We'll scare him low. Oh, the Sentinel. Oh, you rude man. He almost does it. Blue Triton does manage to secure the objective, though. Mid lane wave will crash.
Wow.
That's a little bit of gold being missed, and Alex P's snipes already finding a ton of value.
Man, who knew Alex P can play Elsu this well? He's landed so many of his snipes so far, and that's going to be a very promising thing, especially as he scales into the late game.
Ooh, invade coming through in the jungle. That's actually a lot of pressure coming through. Frost needs to get out of here. I don't think he can. First blood to the Gilder.
Yeah, Frost, what were you doing there? Coming in there, getting caught on and collapsed upon 4 versus 1. Too aggressive, my friend. But you know what? One other thing. Roxy has switched lanes. She knows she can't fight against the 2 lanes, and guess what? They put Richter up there on top, but 2 lane is winning his top lane. This is, again, IQ level stuff here by X6. They're looking good so far, TJ.
Very good. Blood to the Golden God.
Yeah, we just said they lost the draft. Oh, man. They really showed us, didn't they?
Well, let's not call again. Clemares dives in, double stun, won't keep him safe. He'll spend his ult as well. The Noob's locked down. The Gilder, it works so well. Batman with the Thunderbird, and a dive for Alex B as well. Blue Triton's got the tornado. He'll stay safe through it, but mid lane is being won by Existence.
I love that engage by Gilder there. Bamboo, or sorry, not Bamboo, but Clemares going in there. Look at it, Blue Triton overextending. Trying to be too greedy for that, that buff.
Sorry, could you repeat that sentence again?
Yeah, so Clemares going in with his
the
ultimate.
one before that.
The what?
I love that engage by
Bamboo. Yeah, he wasn't there.
Do not say Gilder again. Bamboo will need to get out. He'll be in trouble. Another kill did go over to Clemares' squad during that time. Roids found some pressure up top, but across the map, Existence doing quite well.
Yeah, one thing Existence needs to do is they're not getting ahead of the gold lead. They have 2 kills, TJ. They lost a dragon, so they have to make sure that they stay ahead on the gold lead because their comp, I feel, doesn't scale as well in the late game as the comp of Cream does because of that Elsu.
Clemares, they drop him in the middle of the fight. He considers just ult again. He's caught in the wild prison, though. That should be death. Indeed it is. Frost with an instant execution.
Yeah, I love Blue Triton. He's not using his ultimate tornado unless he knows he has the marks, then he'll turn it on.
Oh, there it is. The Noob does take some damage. He needs to get out of there, though. Blue Triton might be actually in a lot of trouble. Chicken with the Hurricane Wall tries to save him, but Alex P just charges forward underneath the tower and will find the kill. Roy is stunned up. That means Alex P's snipe goes wide. Tower pressure across the map does go to Existence, but mid lane dominantly to Cream.
Yeah, I love how Alex P plays his Elsu there. He's so aggressive. That beautiful Wailing Blade stun got onto Blue Triton, and then Alex P just walks up, boom, snipes him.
Top lane, Cream are booming some towers. God.
Yeah, this is now going the other direction. TJ X6 looked so good earlier, and now Cream has now taken the lead, and Alex P is the one that's getting pretty farmed up. 3,000, almost 2.6k gold right now. He's going to finish his tier 3 item soon.
Like all good dairy products, they took a while to mature. Alex P now coming online. The Abyssal Dragon is a focus for Existence. I think if they want to regain the gold lead, they should be considering that major objective, but neither seems too focused on it.
Yeah, I feel like they need to leverage the Tulin more here. Tulin is 3.5k gold. Bamboo is pretty fed. He's finished his Orb Magi, Enchanted Kicks. They can make a lot of plays here, and Zeo is starting to come online. Once he finishes Apocalypse, that's when X6 needs to try to get a fight and make a comeback.
Abyssal Dragon will be the focus here. The Abyssal Dragon is chunked out, but Clemares steals it. Beautifully done with an
What's he playing? Who's he playing?
Gilder.
What a play by Clemares. Who knew that he could play Gilder this well?
I did. I believed in him the whole time.
Yeah, and you can see Moxie gets a kill.
Oxy,
on to the Omen there, and Blue Triton. Is he fast enough? Can he get onto
Oh, he
Moxie?
can. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wind shift,
Oh,
wind blades,
no, he
miss,
misses
though.
it.
Oxy, the bobbing, the weaving, it works out.
He needed that slow to get the kill there. What a great weaving that he was able to dodge that. But Bamboo and Chicken are going to be able to take the bot tower.
Yeah, Blue Triton actually paid for missing that kill as the rest of the team came through. Now Clemares is next on the docket with 3 Cream Esports members angling his way. Existence's bottom tower game doesn't even out how much they lost up top.
Yeah, this is a lot of magic damage on X6 here. 3 of their heroes are building so much magic damage. So the damage control gotta be coming pretty soon.
Bamboo, the win comes from the Exuberance. It's beautiful. Bamboo's got the kill. The full stun from the Exaltation. The noob needs to charge out, and he's not able to do so. Another team fight cleanly picked up, and a triple kill for Bamboo.
Oh my goodness, that win cost was so good, and now they're gonna push down mid lane.
Yeah, there's the full tower damage I was talking about from the Gilder. It is gone.
Yeah, my goodness, but you gotta see what Chicken did in that fight there. As soon as Bamboo saw the wing cuffs come down, he jumped right in there as Tulin point blank took care of Elsu. Boom, Elsu disappears. Then they push down the mid, and now Existence just came right back into the lead here.
And Gilder's right back into the lead. The intelligence in the bot lane will chuck hot down. A full combo from Clemars. Very effective. But Bamboo caught by Oxy. Chickerton does come through, but he's too late to save him. And these 4 Kring members have got themselves a kill.
You know what it is this time for Bamboo? No wing cuffs, buddy. Wait for the wing cuffs, then go in. And you saw Rioma's winning Blade Sun just stop him right in his tracks, and boom.
He was ambushed.
Yeah.
Kring Esports leveraging their map control just to get those individual isolated kills.
But Bamboo went into them. He actually wanted to fight. He actually engaged, and I felt like he needed to be more patient and wait for his support to support him. And also Clemars. Clemars with Tulin work so well together if they can really execute their ultimate combos there with the Annette supporting.
Then Gilder is going to be astoundingly tanky no matter what he does. His passive actually gives him shielding. Yeah. So he's going to maybe struggle to do damage, but that won't steal. Bamboo's still in trouble. Can he get out in time? The Wild Prison denies him. But the Thunderbird still casts. I didn't know that interaction.
Did you see that snipe? Wild Prison, he knew exactly where he was. Got the sight line up there. As soon as it went down, boom. But Bamboo gets shot to the face.
Don't let that distract you from my learning moment of the day. Thunderbird still casts even if you're in Wild Prison.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That did definitely come out. But did you see what Moxie did as well? Moxie took the dragon too, which is huge, and Frost just got to kill a chicken in.
Clemar is trying to clear mid-wave. Existence have kind of split up, and I feel their loss of team cohesion is costing them quite a bit.
Yeah, you're exactly right in that, TJ. They shouldn't have split up. They need to regroup here. Cream is the one outflanking them, out-positioning, getting these picks. But like I said, the Baldum is starting to really come online here. He's starting to make such a big difference. And you called it before the game even started. It's a battle of these supports. How is the Noob and how is Chicken going to set up their team for success?
So far, both have been working very hard for it, but only Cream Esports will get this Dark Slam. Royce even checks a push with his face and is instantly punished for it. He'll be able to flicker out. Nice exuberance from Clemars.
Yeah, that damage! It took half Alex P's health.
And watch this, because especially towards late game, you're going to see that exuberance coming out so often.
He had the flicker. He could have flickered ulted and killed him. He didn't. He had the chance there when he landed his siege.
I don't think he wanted to go all the way in on that. Clemars playing safe.
Yeah,
because he didn't know where the noob was.
No.
Triton in the meantime scares the hot blow.
Man, this Gilder is giving me some heart palpitations.
Do you believe?
That damage, though, from that siege is doing so much work.
Bamboo needs to get out of this, though. That's nice synergy as well. A good Baldum scoop, and Alex P for the punish.
All I gotta say is new ball charge, Alex P snipe.
Yeah, and they keep landing. The exuberance in response from Clemars, that long-range poke is helping, but it's just not enough. This wave clear was successful, but they can't get through to the Drake. I'd actually love to see those exuberances targeting the Drake. Roy's 1v2. That's a bit far forward. He's jumped down.
Roy, what are you trying to do, my man?
Double Wild Prison. Chickerton needs to get out. He'll spend the Hurricane Wall just to stall out. They don't have the wave clear, though. This should be game. And Oxy pulls Clemars all the way into the team. He'll just stay there. Alex P's almost killed by him. Blue Triton tries to find the follow, but he doesn't have the damage. And Alex P can kite him back and find the kill. It's only Bamboo in a 1v4.
Where was the support? That was such a beautiful flicker indulgence ultimate from Clemars there. If Blue Triton was hitting on the same page, they would have turned this side around, but this might be the game now.
A lack of synergy, perhaps, and it will cost Existence quite a lot. Zoxy chains down the defenders, and it will be game number 1 to Cream Esports.
Yeah, that was such a crazy crazy back and forth game. I mean, both these teams played out of their mind. Honestly, x6tence got the lead, lost the lead, came right back in with the lead, and then the macro play from Cream just started to show up, especially Noob and Alex P. Oh my goodness. Both times they leverage a wild charge or the wild prison, and as soon as he lands that, the snipe from Alex P comes out to